Not everything needs to be a big deal. There's something to be said for simple, as long as the results are remarkable. Dentist Steve Marsh is here to share oral alternatives that don't take a lot of time but deliver terrific smiles. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Lori, and we'll try and make everything remarkable today.
All right. So quick and easy, really.
Yeah. So many people, we've seen on this show, I've shown some really involved cases and people who've wanted full mouth makeovers. But a lot of people come in and they just want something done simply, but to make their smile look good. Your previous guest talked about boomers going out and maybe dating because of a situation, divorce, maybe never married, maybe a loss of a loved one, and they're getting ready. And they don't want to get a lot done, but then they look in their mirror every day and they see their smile, they understand that they need to do something.
A little something, maybe.
A little
So
something.
what are we talking about?
So I thought we'd start with pictures, because that's the best way to show this. And I thought we'd start with just something simple like reshaping.
Okay.
This is interesting because it's a patient about our age. She's an attorney. And she noticed as she's gotten older, the teeth have shifted a lot. And because the lower teeth come up against the uppers, they start to chip a bit. So I said, you know what? This is so easy. Give me about a half hour. We can reshape. And that's all we did, Lori, reshaping. And it made it look, she said, it's like when I got my braces off 30 years ago. So that's a very easy one.
Okay.
Another patient, and this is a young man, about 22 years old, and he had gotten his braces off not too long before we had done this, but you can see that his laterals, not the centrals, the ones in the middle, but the next ones are called laterals, and those teeth are oftentimes shorter and sometimes much more narrow than they should be. In fact, the same thing happened with my own daughter. So we whitened his teeth. We then did hand bonding. We did some reshaping of the teeth, and literally in about an hour and a half did all that work. Also, if you look at those laterals, again, the side teeth, they look short also at the gum level. So we used a diode laser right in the office, no anesthetic. We put some topical, and we're able to give him this great smile, and now he's ready to go back to college.
That's amazing.
So it didn't just happen with him, it happened with his brother. And again, very simply, we did reshaping on the bottom, and on the laterals, there we are again, we had actually used some bonding material. Again, this is not porcelain that takes time in a lab and that sort of thing, something we can do right in our office. So again, whitening, reshaping, some bonding, some diode lasering, if you will, to give them that beautiful smile, and really handsome.
And then you talk about porcelain veneers, right?
Yeah, and so we talk a lot about veneers on this show. Again, a porcelain veneer is a very thin porcelain material. It goes over the front of the tooth and the edge. It's best used when a tooth is discolored, misshapen, not really to restore a tooth that's had a lot of breakdown. It's very conservative. They can be made very thin, and so we thought we'd look at some pictures with that, again, with these porcelain veneers. And I'm looking. I don't see the pictures. There's one.
There we go.
So your previous guest talked about people dating. A recently divorced man came in. We did a combination of veneers and crowns. We did reshaping of the bottom. And he was absolutely stunned, and he said he had hesitated to date because of his smile. He thought it was somehow offensive. So we did that. And this last patient is a patient who, again, is young. She's dating. She said, I want my teeth to look good. She didn't have time or the finances for braces. So we did reshaping of the lower teeth. We put a couple of veneers on those laterals that we spoke of earlier, reshaped them, a little whitening, though it doesn't show in this picture, and made a dramatic difference in just 2 appointments. So, Lori, whether it's in the office in an hour and a half, or sometimes over a week or 2, we can really make stunning results and not so involved.
Excellent. As you can see, if you want big changes in just a little time, there are options available to transform your teeth into a beautiful smile. For help, give Steve a call. His number's next.
See what Dr. Stephen Marsh can do for your smile by calling 440-461-1003 or visit www.clevelandsmiles.com. Next, Northeast